Well, in our previous videos, I have already covered how to set up a server to run a Java-based web application. Later on, I have covered to demonstrate how to deploy that Java application in a web server. So I had used Apache Tomcat for that. Okay, so if you haven't gone through these videos yet, please watch these videos first and perform some manual deployment, do some hands-on on the Java-based application to get the better understanding. So let's start with today's session. So well, today in the continuation of deployment of a web application, so I will demonstrate how to perform that deployment using Jenkins, means how to automate the deployment using Jenkins, and that I will be like demonstrating in coming videos. So like agenda for today is I will explain the basic terminologies which are required to understand. These are what is web application, what's the difference between web server and application server, what is Tomcat, what is Jenkins, what is CICD and all. Okay, so let's start with the what is web application. Well, web application is a computer software only that utilizes web browser and some technologies to perform tasks over internet. Okay, also a web application is deployed on web server. Okay, now the question arises, what is the web server? So let me tell you, web server is a process. This diagram will help you to understand. So we can say like web server is a process that handles the client request and responds to that request. Okay, it processes the request made by the client by using the related protocols, for example HTTP or HTTPS. If I tell you, the main function of the web server is to store the request and responds to them with web pages. It's a medium, or we can say it's a medium between client and the server. Okay, now like what is client? A client is a software that allows users to request, okay, and provide them some response. So for example, all the web browsers are client only, like Chrome, Internet Explorer, etc. Now next is, what is the difference between web server and application server? This is really very important to understand. So web server is designed to serve the HTTP content, or we should say static content. So Apache, Nginx, all these are the example of web server. Application server serves both static and dynamic contents. So application servers have web server as an integral part. I mean, application server can do whatever web server does. Additionally, app server serves the dynamic content as well. Okay, hope this is clear. So Apache Tomcat is an application server, but it serves the static content as well. Okay, next is what is Tomcat? So like as I told you, Apache Tomcat is an application server to host the static and dynamic websites. It hosts the both types of websites, static and dynamic. Okay, so sometimes you may find Apache Tomcat as a web server also. So in simple language, Apache Tomcat is an application server to host the static and dynamic websites. Next is what is Jenkins? Well, Jenkins is an open source DevOps tool which provides the continuous integration and a continuous deployment workflows. Okay, so it is written in Java basically, and it is used to implement the CICD workflows. Okay, these CICD workflows are called pipelines. So CD stands for continuous deployment, and sometimes it stands for continuous delivery. Now let me tell you what is the difference between continuous deployment and continuous delivery. So continuous delivery is a partially manual process where like DevOps can deploy any changes to production manually after getting the approval from the management. Okay, but in the continuous deployment emphasizes automating the entire process. Okay, so so let me summarize. Continuous deployment, it's a completely automation process, but the continuous delivery, like deployment in production, is manual. Okay, Next I will cover like how to deploy the Java based web application using Jenkins CICD. So I will explain this diagram and will tell you how can we proceed. So we will be covering in our next videos. I will tell you how to set up a Jenkins server. So for that we will create two EC2 instances, one for Jenkins server and another for like Jenkins slaves. I will also like I have already tell you how to install Java and Maven and set path on both the servers and install Git on master. All these things I will be covering. So so I will suggest you to go through with these two videos which I have prepared previously, so that it will help you to understand. If you really find these videos helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Thank you.